Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Banter Blitz. My name is Jan Gustafsson. I am here to crush all of you. Or maybe to try and then, after playing terribly and barely flagging or getting a draw in game number 1, to whine narcissistically about how I used to be good at chess and all that stuff. You can challenge me to a game if you are a Chess24 Premium member. If you're not a Chess24 Premium member, you can become one using my voucher code Janistan. You get 15% off. My username is Jan, Jan. You should see it under the video if you're watching on chess24.com. Mouse over it, and then click on challenge. I'm still wearing my Mr. Serious opening clinic outfit. I believe there will be some stripping during this very show, because it's hot in here. But for now, let's get this party started and play our friend Smashing Lad. Are you there, laddie? C4, D4, G4, and F3, G3. Those are the moves I feel comfortable with. E4, not quite there yet. C4, E6, Knight C3, D5, so aggressive. D4, I just had a question in the opening clinic about Bishop E7, so I hope he does that. If he doesn't, I'm gonna have to, not exactly improvise, but rely on stuff I did not look at 5 minutes ago. He goes C5. You know what? I'm not in the mood for any of your funky business with CD. I'll play old school. E3, Knight F3. I don't think this was ever old school. CD5 has been the main move forever and ever. And this E3, Knight F3 is a line I sometimes play. This, what do you call this? Symmetrical Tarrasch? Would make sense to call it that at least. After A6 you can play A3, maybe CD, ED, DC. It's a more viable option, because now after A3, DC, actually black should be fine. Bishop C4, B5. And he gets a very decent version of whatever this is called, the Vienna or the Queen's Gambit accepted. I will pretend that my bishop on A2 is a game changer, but I am not quite sure that really is the case. So, Smashing Lad knows his, what do you call this, semi-Tarrasch? No. Is Tarrasch, really. Symmetrical Tarrasch. Knight B7. White should play somewhat aggressively in these positions to make anything happen. So D5 or E4 are the moves that are coming to my mind. I'll play E4 and hope that's any good. I'm not so sure. I hope this pawn is poisoned after takes, rook E1. Often you get some sort of initiative, since the black king is still in the center. But typically black doesn't have to go for this either, and can find a different move. Not sure which one. Bishop C5 comes to mind, for example. Bishop D6, I believe I have knight takes E6, so that looks risky. Knight C5 could be an option when I have to contemplate going E5 myself, or if I just want to play F3, Bishop E3. But yeah, for now let's see what he does, because of course knight takes E4 can't be completely ruled out. And he plays Bishop C5, which also looked like a very sensible move to me. Sacrifice on E6 don't really seem to work. Bishop E6, there's Bishop D4. And Knight E6, it's hard to believe I get enough. So where does that leave me? I guess making normal moves like Bishop E3. And then play F3. And maybe, but this is a big maybe, argue that the Bishop on B7 and the Knight on F6 are somewhat unfortunately placed against this E4 F3 structure. Although my pieces are far from ideal either. Queen B6 I don't like, because I can play B4, gaining the two bishops. So yeah, I don't like that move. What's going on? Can you guys see me, hear me? This is sort of an impromptu Banter Blitz, opposed to the one that we plan in great detail from years away. So it's also Friday, 2 p.m. That means a lot of y'all are still out there working, studying, going to school. But there's others. There's the crack junkies. There are the Swedish horse farmers like Mr. Dodgy. They're there. There are the students who we all know student weekend starts Thursday night. There are the pupils that might already be finished with school. So I rely on at least 5 of you showing up so we can play some chess games. In the meantime, smashing lad has put his queen on h4. The last couple of moves have been kind to me, and it's time to start thinking about punishment. Queen d6 to keep his king in the center looks fairly tempting. My problem is the usual. I cannot calculate, and I don't like giving pawns. But I believe I have to, as we call in German, jump over my own shadow and just do it. I had a big edge after f3 or g3 followed by f3 or whatnot, so this is very out of character. And usually, whenever I do anything out of my nitty character, I do regret it. But it's done. What are we talking about? True Smack on Twitch is saying, Jan looking very handsome today. Thank you. But as mentioned, the stripping down, the unhandsoming will begin any minute. Because this is my Mr. Series, Jan's opening clinic outfit. Check out Jan's opening clinic, where Jan talks about openings and is dropping knowledge. And here it already begins. Why did I allow this knight e4? Because after knight e4, queen e4, there's sort of a checkmate threat over here. And in order to parry that, I would have to go queen g3. And after queen g3, he does have short castles, which is not ideal. So let's find an alternative. Queen to c7 looks tempting. Then knight c3, I have queen b7 at least. Let's see where this takes us. GM Nishek is saying, jump over my shadow. Yeah, I'm aware that's not an English expression, but I did say, as we say in German. Whoa! Ooh. Oop. Ah, I still feel trapped. Don't I have any like oversized t-shirts laying around here? Oh, I do. 1 second. The costume change will be completed soon. But first I need to stare at this position and have a hard look into the mirror. I have to go rook c3 because queen b7, rook b8. I can't see where this is going. And I also can't see where this is going. But what's done is done. Do I have time for the costume change? Let's find out. I will spare you guys my 8-pack and only come back once it's concluded. I might have lost some time before I conclude my redressing. But those are the risks that have to be taken in chess and in high fashion. Boom! Welcome to Banter Blitz. My name is Jan Gustafsson and I will take pieces from this guy. Bishop a7, rook c8. Can you do that? Let's find out. Maybe he can do that. Why am I so interested in finding these things out? Still, the material balance does favor me, so if there's no immediate queen attack anywhere, I should be doing good. Just so he doesn't get any funny ideas. Just so he doesn't get any other funny ideas. And Smashing Lad resigns. Thanks for the game, Mr. Smashing Lad. Perpetual Stalemate is pointing out that I'm streaming with pants, which is unusual. I do agree. I know why I'm wearing pants. I have like a social thing after this. Like a family reunion, what do you call this? No, not family reunion. Play date. We meet like other people that have kids and that hope the kids play. Well, we make awkward small talk. And I didn't feel like having to change pants in the office. So I thought, you know what? Let's wear pants today. Everybody says, nah, you should not wear pants to the office. I disagree. It's perfectly fine to wear your pants to work once in a while. All right, let's beat up Reximan. Just to get into the thick of things here. D4. D5. Again? Another C5 game? Is that what's gonna happen? Also, what happened to the Chess 24 chat? Bug! I have to use the small view. I can't use my giant mod view. That's a great pity. Which I'm sure you want to hear about. C, D, E, D, Bishop, G5. Burns 420 says, stupid pants. I imagine he said that in Homer Simpson voice, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Oh, Kimat is there. Ça va? Burns 420 is asking, hey Jan, I want to ask you a question. It seems to me that Germany has an unproportionate number of GMs and IMs. Or am I wrong? I'm not sure if unproportionate, you know. Big country, a lot of chess activity. Not a lot of top players, but a lot of titled players. It's the German way. Study chess seriously, so you become a GM or an IM. But then, do something else with your life. Go study, go make the monies, and therefore do not become world-class player. But we've had a lot of chess culture. We have a federation with 100,000 members or whatever, and many players playing organized chess. It's also a big country. What is it, 80 million people or something? So yeah, I'm not sure if it's out of proportion, but there are certainly a lot of title players in Germany. I would guess, probably nowadays it's India, even though I'm not sure, the Indian list is not as deep, that on a match on 100 boards, Germany is probably only second to Russia. I could be wrong, but yeah, there is a lot of depth, not a lot of top players. So knight bd7, and I'll go knight f3. You can make a case for knight e2 or queen c2 here as well. I was briefly hesitant with queen c2 because I was wondering what happened after h6, c5. Reximan goes b6. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. I'll castle. He will put the bishop here, and then I'll stare at the position. This is one trick I know, which I will play for, but it's not a very good trick. And after c5 you go knight e5, and you hope he takes knight d7, and then queen h4, attacks h7 and e7. So that's the plan. Mr. Dodgy is saying 100,000 members. Just imagine if you got $1 from each one. Let me do the math. 100,000 times 1. So a calculator on this thing. Rechner. Here we go. 100,000 x 1. It's $100,000. That's not bad. Let's do it. But how do we get them to ship it? Mr. Dodgy is saying, okay, but that was in euros. But we can do that as well. What's the euro-dollar rate? Euro-dollar rate. 1 euro is 1.12 US dollars. Oof, this got a lot more complicated. I also lost my chessboard. Where's my chessboard? Nope. Here. Am I going to get my trick in? 97 QH4? Come on, just one time. I've played for that trick so often. It has never happened. And Rexy Man is making a dream come true. Thank you, Rexy. This means a lot. Boom! Free bishop. Oh, this might even become a rook up situation. Now Reximan resigns. Yeah, sorry Reximan, I was playing for this one cheapo. Queen a4 itself, I guess, makes limited sense if you go a6 or whatever. Or you throw an h6 and then play c5, then stuff works as well. But I thought it might be a useful cheapo for you people out there to know. Because this show is all about giving back to the community. So here I gave you this trick back. I feel small today. Maybe I should zoom in a little. I think I have to change sizes for the opening clinic. But I shall not be underrepresented on the screen. Pants. Is this better? Still feel wrong. Ooh. Now we're talking. All right. Let's play l'échec. I'm still trying to figure out how much 100,000 US dollar would be in 100,000 euros, but it's making my head explode. Not gonna be able to do it. Let's play Bobby Kasparov? No, Bobby Siparov. Bobby Kasparov got scared there for a minute. In the meantime, Mr. Doshi is saying maybe get 112 US dollars from each member to simplify it, or 112 euros. Diap is saying go to currency converter. That's another idea. Maybe just pick up the 100,000 euros and then bring them to a currency converter. And I'm sure, since it's worth more, the currency converter would happily convert it into 100,000 US dollar for me, no? I'm not sure. I think we're losing the track here, Dochi, given from the replies that I see. People are no longer on board with this concept. And Bobby Siparov is also no longer on board. Bobby, where you at? Florian Weber from the UK? That sounds like you are one of us, one of the Germans. Florian Weber. And as time goes by, is saying German Chess Federation, 91,960 members in 2,368 clubs, 7th August 2019. Now let's imagine, just for argument's sake, Mr. Dochi, that we could get like 25 euros from every club. How much would that be? Sorry, Bobby Siparov, can't wait. Perpetual stalemate is saying, I'm pretty sure the Germans never made it to UK and it wasn't for lack of trying. Not sure what he's referring to, but yeah, please leave a YouTube comment, explain it to me. But, no, don't. I might be going to the UK, like the London Chess Classic later this year, maybe. I haven't been there very often to the English. Mainly because I don't understand them. Like if they spoke proper English, like people in US TV series, I'd be much more comfortable. But it's so hard to have a conversation with anybody there. So that's always been a bit of a turn-off. But I'm gonna look past that and maybe just keep on trying. Maybe we can get subtitles. Then it should be okay. Because I think it's written the same as English. Trying to make friends here. And while trying to make friends, let's play Christian Bench. Speaking of friends, Carl Ehring is in the chat. How you doing, Carl? Good to see you back. How's the health? How's LeBron James? Pro, contra? How are things in Cleveland? Mr. Georgie is saying American English isn't a thing. There is English and there is wrong. Yeah, that's what I said. And Christian Bench is playing bishop to c5. And I shall come after that bishop. Jack 329 saying the irony of us foreigners saying English people don't speak proper English. Can't fool Jack. Caught me right in the act. Kanyering is saying doing well, Jan. Life is good except for the bad parts. That's a good motto. Is it better the other way around if you say life is bad except for the good parts? Because that makes you think of the good parts, no? Well, now I'm thinking of the bad parts. By the way, did I show off my Apple Watch? I'm not sure yet if I'm happy with it or not. The good thing is I don't have to pull out my phone every 5 seconds because I've become very sporty. I'm riding my bike to work every day now. And there, having your phone on the bike is somewhat awkward. It can be done, but it's a little awkward. The problem is, now, whenever anybody sends me a message, and please don't tell me I can change that in settings. I'm not going to change it. I see it instantly, and there is no more excuses. So if I was like 98% digital before, I feel it's 102% now with this watch. I'm going to have to do the math. I'll take the calculator later. But I'm not sure if I like it or not, because now instead of being on my phone, I'm like this all the time. And not to check the time, because me, like everybody else, for centuries, I've checked the time on my phone like a normal person. But then at some point, I've been told that Apple made this invention, that you no longer have to take out your phone to check the time, but that you can actually wear something on your wrist and go there and to look up times. Like now it's 2:30 where I am. So I thought this is a technological development that I should be on board with. As for the game, knight to g4, I'm not familiar with, so I'm assuming it's bad. The knight looks a little stranded there. I'm not sure if I should kick it immediately with h3. But it does not seem like it has a different future than going to h6 anyway. So I won't do it. Perpetual Statement is asking, what's the battery life on that? It's like, I don't know, 2 days, something like that. So usually, now I just have 8 devices instead of 7 that I have to charge when I go to sleep. Phone, headphones, this reading thing I have, Kindle I think it's called, watch, you know. The perks of modern life and the sources of future depression. Let's make some good move. Which here maybe? Chess of Oz is asking, why is chess so poorly represented in Australia? First of all, is it? You guys have David Smurden. Secondly, it's very far away. I'd love to go to Australia, but it's really, really far. It's like, I don't know, we'd have to do the math, but I'm told it's like a 6-hour flight from Germany. And who has the patience? So I believe that's the main reason. It's really far. Like it's even further than Thailand. And Thailand is already really, really far. So I can't see how anybody could ever make it there. I believe that's a big problem for the chess scene. It's just impossible to go. But I still stand by my long-held belief that Australians and Canadians are the best people. Perpetual Statement is saying, because pieces can't stand upside down. Fair enough. Hang on. I want a piece somehow, no? That's good news. More eating? Not particularly necessary, if we're being honest. Maybe I should just keep it simple. Eliminate the horse. Develop bishop. Have a look around. And the fuchsia is in the building. Our favorite German female moderator. Or was it favorite moderator, independent of nationality? I think Fuchsia is favorite. I forgot. Are you favorite female moderator, favorite overall moderator ahead of Dodgy, or favorite German moderator? Favorite female German moderator? Which one is it, Fuchsia? I don't want to get into any hot water here, so let me know. What was your official title? As for the position, I'm doing pretty well. Perpetual Statement is saying CPK is my favorite by far. Yeah, that's why it's important to have categories. Fuchsia is saying just favorite mod. No need to be overly specific. That is fair enough. Sorry, Dodgy. You're number 2 now. Or no? Are you even number 2? We need to update the mod rankings. As for the game, I'm kind of winning, but since I'm very concerned talking... I don't know what the word is. It's certainly not humorous. I think the word is just talking, really. Since I'm very concerned just talking, the clock has not been my friend. But the pawn on g7 will make as good a friend as the clock. Give it to me, baby. Mr. Dodgy is saying, I don't self-identify as a mod anyway. So it's cool. Do people still self-identify as mods? Like Martin Freeman, is he a mod? Yes, British people, I am aware of your hipster words. Because mods are basically like pre-hipsters, right? Once again, trying to make friends. Or what's the definition? Checkmate. No slow roll. Not for Christian Bench, because he's a nice guy. He's studying the histories. And sometimes, if we study the histories, we won't repeat those mistakes in the future. But then again, not everybody studies the histories. So, it won't be Christian Bench, but will he be able to stop everybody else? Anyway, thanks for the game, Christian Bench. Carneering saying mods versus rockers. No, mods I think are English. I'm also being told that mod is moderator. There's no winning here. Google it. Mods. Martin Freeman, mod. Fish One is saying only mods in a very retro sense, like Paul Weller's The Rocket. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that movement is still ongoing. But yeah, thanks for the info that mod means moderator. No idea. And let's play Ruffle Stomp. Perpetual Stalemate is saying I gave it some thought and changed my mind. Number 2 comes to mind every time I see CPK. Are those the mod rankings? Where do we know number 2 from? And I know what you're referring to, but that's not what comes to my mind. I'm thinking of number 2 from Austin Powers. And is that Robert Wagner? Is he number 2? I feel I'm losing you guys. My train of thought might be taking me to Robert Wagner, but not to any places anybody ever wants to go. So let's talk about the Trumpovsky. This was the Trumpovsky. Bishop g5, e6. Here, of course, white has the option to transpose to the torrent by playing knight 3 or knight d2 or e3 or any move. But e4 is sort of the native Trumpovsky continuation. When d5 is a move, c5 is a move, but h6 is the main move, forcing white to give up his 2 bishops because of bishop h4, g5. You lose a central pawn, and we don't want to do that. So bishop f6, queen f6. Here practice has shown that after knight c3, bishop b4, black is doing well. Therefore people started experimenting with this move c3 tending to go bishop d3, knight e2, f4, e5, building a powerful pawn center on the dark squares, while still missing the dark square bishop, which is sad. I think d5 is a legit move here. But Rufflestomp has played g6, which also can't be too bad, but so far does nothing to impede my plan. Knight e2, short castle, f4, knight e2, and then make something happen. The R-Ripper is saying, Jan, so moving on to more important questions. Very hurtful, first of all. That's implying the questions that I've been covering were not as important. And what are your movie recommendations for the week? You tell me. I'm way behind on movies. The Tarantino thing isn't showing in Germany yet. I have decided not to watch The Lion King because I read reviews and I'm familiar with the plot. So I thought to rewatch the same thing, but without the animals having any expression. Might not be worth it, just to admire the technical advancement. And yeah, I've been told, if you have a bunch of lions in a group that all have no facial expressions, you might as well ride the subway. So, I don't know, what movies have I been watching? I've been like rewatching movies that fit with the podcasts that I'm listening to. I've been rewatching Silence of the Lambs. Surprise there, it's a pretty good movie. And I've been rewatching Collateral with Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx. Also pretty good movie. What else have I been rewatching? Heat, also pretty good. But I don't have any hot new tips. Sorry. I promise to do better next time. As for the game, Queen b4 sort of caught me a bit off guard. I have a feeling I should play a3, but I'm wondering what I can do if he just takes my pawn, to be perfectly frank white. Queen b4, good move, Rufflestomp. How dare you. Alright, I feel I should do this, but I do not have a follow-up. Doesn't even take. Maybe that's even better. That is even better. Because now there's knight d4 and knight takes e5 as a threat. So I'm in trouble. Yay me Fox. Who plays pretty well in Collateral. Still in trouble here. Because these pawns are still both hanging. What's going on, Rufflestomp? You're just gonna crush me? Is that what I signed up for here? I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. So, what shall I do about it? I don't know. Put up a fight. By the way, speaking of put up a fight, there is this line from a famous song. I don't know which song, but I'm sure it's famous. Tell me more, tell me more. Did she put up a fight? Is that a bit rapey? Maybe it was a different time. I just thought about that line. It sounds somewhat inappropriate, no? I'm not sure if that's the right topic for Banter Blitz, but it just crossed my mind. Yup. Getting crushed here. But it's a hard knock life. If I win the queen, it might be time to put the banter back in Banter Blitz. I got very silent there for a while, out of fear. But taking the queen would make me talk again. Like, I'm not sure if you guys saw that movie, The King's Speech. In my case, it's more like grabbing the queen's speech. Grabbing the queen reactivates my speech. The stutter will probably still be there, like in The King's Speech. Which is another, speaking of movies, that won an Oscar for Best Picture. Colin Firth won some Oscar, right? It's not good. Sorry, King's Speech. You're not that good. As for the position, my position should be good, no? Can I maybe checkmate him somehow? Let's take... Checkmate is looming. Ruffle stomp. Yeah, well played for a long time. Then the queen disappeared somehow. Anyway, thanks for the game. Let's take a brief break to figure out what's happening in the chat, so you guys can scroll forward till the next game, because there will be more nonsense. The R-Ripper is asking, did you hear about the Grandmaster that got caught cheating using his cell phone in the bathroom? Yeah, of course, that's Igor Rouse's. There's been a lot of chatter in the chess community for years, because no one could really believe that Igor Rouse's in his 50s would advance from roughly 2480 to 2680. So people, thought he was cheating for a long time, and it was, frankly good that he was caught red-handed there after a while. As for the process, it was sort of more disappointing. We all thought he had this sophisticated tech. That was just a cell phone in the bathroom. And I'm sure there's a sad story behind it, but I don't feel a lot of sympathy for Grandmasters cheating. Fish1 is saying on Chess24, on the subject of boy gangs, Jan, would like to know all the goss from Amsterdam when you get a chance. Yeah, I was in Amsterdam for a couple days at the Levitov Chess Week, which was sort of a private tournament, and I had an amazing time. It was a very cozy vibe, fantastic hotel, and the players were playing in one room. It was, I guess you read the articles. Nepomniachtchi won ahead of Grishuk and Anish Giri. Kramnik played, Svidler played, Anand played, Bareyev played, Gelfand played. Hope I'm not forgetting anybody. But that was it. And I was mainly, frankly, hanging out in the room next door, playing hand and brain with chess legends like Judith Polgar, making not very witty comments about the game, or just being my awkward self, like, do I know this guy? Like, what mode of addressing them is okay? Do they know? Do they want to be bothered now, or do they just want to watch the game? So, I was awkward, but I had an amazing time, and it was a fantastic event. Bunch of boat trips. So, not sure I can get into much gossip. It was great. Great event. That's all I got. Let's play another chess game. Game chess. What about Pirinos Flogger? Does the Flogger stand for flagger? We'll find out. Chess of Oz is asking, who's going to win the St. Louis Rapid Blitz, and is Magnus going to be there? And the answer is Magnus Carlsen's going to win, and I guess that implies the answer to your second question. Rui1561 keeps asking about the Spanish Banter Blitz. Me cuesta demasiado tu idioma, Rui. Yo voy a hablar español. Solo en privado. Con Divis y Paco Vallejo. Enfrente de la cama me da mucha vergüenza. Prefiero hablar inglés o alemán. Así que nada de ajedrez de extranjero en español. Nunca. Alright, back to the common tongue. Bishop f5. What do people do here? Queen b3 is a move, knight e5 is a move, bishop d3. So many moves. This maybe? The Arab is asking, any good chess coffee shops in Amsterdam? I wouldn't know. I didn't see any chessboards. So knight e5. I believe knight bd7 is the main move here. And queen b3, queen c7, stuff like that. But knight e5 pushed Pirino's flogger into deep agony. That's the spot where I like my opponents to be. Mr. Dodgy is correctly pointing out the discussion, I believe, is that I should address my language. No, adjust my language to the opening that's on the board. That fortunately I never played the French, which is a pity, because my French is pretty good. Do you guys know the song Je ne parle pas français? It's a great song. It's a symbol of the Franco-German friendship, because the lyrics are something like Je ne parle pas français. It's... yeah, I think those are the lyrics. Je ne parle pas français, aber bitte red weiter. Je ne parle pas français, aber bitte red weiter. What do I do here? F3, bishop d2, queen a4, cd, queen a4. So many options. Maybe bishop. Namika, that's the artist. It's a great song. Even Laurent Fressinet liked it. As for the position, usually I feel like white should be a bit better here because bishop on g7 does not contribute much to the black mission. Knight bd7, I'm not sure what I should do. Maybe I should just keep this horsey. I could also make him take with the queen and then try to play on the king side, on the queen side. Takes, knight a4, does that make sense? Might make some sense. Maybe I should have started with rook fc1, because now he's knight e4, which is at least a bit of an active move. Yeah, I might not have done this perfectly, which would be a first in Banter Blitz history. Arbiter. I told him to play knight e4. Is he even allowed to do that? Got a ruling. Yeah, he's allowed to do that. Alright. I had to check. Let's make some decent moves. Because I am a chess grandmaster, after all. It's easy to forget. But I do have the grandmaster license. See, I could go here, Grandmaster Lee, take one of his rook thingies. He could try to stop me from doing so by going bishop here. But then I would take one of his pawn thingies. Rook thingy it is. Pirinos. The Araber has to leave. He says, gotta go. Thanks for streaming. Bye everyone from Michigan. That's a bit rude that you only say bye to the people from Michigan. Why don't you say bye to everybody? Okay, anyway. Bye, the Araber. Should I make a move anytime? Here's a move. Bike Boy is asking, Jan, what can you share with us about Magnus' involvement in Chess 24 and his impact? E.g. with Banter Blitz. I don't know. I have a feeling probably it cost us some YouTube subscriptions. People are saying, nah, not this guy again. Banter Blitz number 6 already from Magnus Carlsen. It's getting a bit out of hand. No one wants to see that many Banter Blitzes. No, I'm joking. I think it has been a positive. And that's not big a surprise because he's maybe the best chess player ever. And he also happens to be, what's the word, entertaining. So it's like watching, who else is good at something? It's like watching Schwarzenegger cook in the 1980s. I believe that's the correct comparison. So it's been amazing to have him around. And yeah, I don't know. I would guess the more Magnus, the better. I could be wrong, but that's my general hunch. Mr. Dodgy is saying, Magnus starts Banter Blitz, wins 8 over the board events in a row, so why isn't Jan rated 4,000 FIDE? I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Mr. Dodgy, but both Magnus and I have won all over the board events we played in 2019. So the rating will come as long as I keep winning every event, just like Magnus. Give me that rook. Mr. Dodge is saying, congrats on your German Cup win. First of all, I won my individual game. And secondly, do we count team tournaments? Maybe Magnus hasn't played any team games. I don't think we can hold the Valeranger not winning the European Team Cup against him. Or Norway not winning the Olympics. But maybe we can actually. Let's do it. Give me that bishop, just so I don't blunder too much stuff along the way. But yeah, good point, Mr. Dodgy. Hurtful, but good point. Resign, Pirinos. There is nothing you can do. No, that didn't work. Apologies. I've been around Peter Sidler a bit in Amsterdam, so I have remastered the art of apologizing. Peter did some great recaps, if you haven't seen them, from the Lady Tough Chess Week, so check those out. What time is it? We still have time. Feels like I've been talking. Am I allowed to say shit? No, not really. Talking nonsense forever already. But we're only in an hour. We have another half hour. Chess of Oz is asking, how can we compare players like Magnus in the time of computer analysis to the great players of the past pre-Deep Blue? Just do it. Just compare them. It's easy. Cross-era comparisons are a great game that will often lead you to great places. Because the good thing is, you compare these guys and then you just have them play each other. You just take Kasparov 1989 and have him face Magnus 2019. And then we will know for sure who's best. Bear from Ukraine subscribed at tier 1. They subscribed for 3 months. Currently on a 3-month streak. Boom! Bear from Ukraine. Thank you. What's going on here? This is a line I don't know. What to do? Might be 3 as a main move. I think I've seen this rookie 194 somewhere sometime. But I am out of book now. Perpetual Stamer is saying, if we count the Bangkok Open, we should count the Judith games too. The Hand and Brain? We did great. I played a lot with Judith. I think I was on her team mostly. And we crushed. Who did we crush? I forgot. But I have the feeling we did some crushing. Maybe Smatesy Boy? Smatesy Boy was there. It was great to see Smatesy Boy. Who decided? Smatesy Boy is Jan Smates, Dutch Grandmaster. Who decided to, I don't know, like get a real job, start making money? All these weird things. Instead of sticking around in the chess world. Where should my bishop go? But yeah. It's one of my oldest friends in the world of chess, Smatesy Boy. So it was very nice to see him. What can I do? Queen somewhere? I'm such a nit, I want that pawn back at some point. Chess of Oz is saying, lol, there was a good way of avoiding the question, lol. The double lol. That's too many lols, Chess of Oz. I think you go with one lol, but the double lol should be reserved for special occasions. And the answer to your question is, obviously, one cannot compare players around different eras, and one should not do it. And that's why I said, arguably, the greatest player of all time. So you could argue about it. Boom. And Mr. Dodgy is saying, lol is the correct format. Ah, okay, I wasn't aware of that. So it's like in German, where you say, ey Digga, ich schwör, Alter, for the German viewers. Interesting. Can I go b4? Knight b4, then I don't have a trick, yeah? It's a pity. Bishop b4, queen b4, bishop b6, nah. Pre-move! How dare you? Chess of Oz is saying, we do the double lol in Australia. That's why you don't have a chess culture. People are not comfortable with the double lol. They don't want to come. That and the 6-hour flights. No, I feel like I need to make some space. I'm an exchange up, but he does have 2 pawns. But he struggles developing his bishop and rook. Therefore, it should be better. But it's still a game. 2 legs games. Should I go g4? Bit overzealous. Then again. Hashtag YOLO. Hashtag YOLO is also a big reason why cross-era comparisons are so hard. If you had hashtag Y twice, we wouldn't have these issues. Could just have people come back and play each other. But we're stuck with YOLO and we will never know. Why did I exchange queens? Made no sense. Anyway. I was busy with my YOLO train of thought. I should stop him from developing the queen side. That applies. Even without queens. Which is ironic because it's called the queen side. Should I 5? I guess I'll take, and then probably play 95, and I'll be happy. And Ansegness is resigning. Perpetual Statement is asking, Jan, is it a coincidence that the young strong GMs come from India, Iran, China, and countries without Netflix? Is that true? They don't have Netflix in India? I think you made that up, Perpetual Stalemate. Let's Google that to verify that claim. Netflix India. Netflix India. There you go. You lied to me. You can't fool me on Netflix statistics. And in China, they might not have Netflix, but I'm sure they have their own stuff. I'm a bit of a connoisseur of Chinese cinema. I did watch Wolf Warrior 1 and 2 by now. So... you can't fool me. on those topics. I do not think it's connected. I think they have many people that study chess over there. And maybe chess has a better reputation. Or there's more. Curious kids, curious parents. In these places. And I would add the US as well. I think the US also has a bit of talents these days, in spite of having, not only do they have Netflix, they have the good Netflix, the US Netflix, that has every episode of The Office. And I mean, The Office with Steve Carell. So no, I don't think those are connected, Perpetual Stalemate. Here we are playing against Victor Rocha, who is playing the Dutch, and he shall be punished for it. Habababa1243 saying, we don't have Netflix in Slovenia. Is that true? Do you have VPN in Slovenia? Habababa. Let me help you out here. To cost you some time. Cat take and queen b3. It's sort of what I want to do, but I'm not sure if that's the way. Nah. No queen b3 yet. Queen b6, I don't see a way through. No bishop b5 check. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that. Let's do it now, Victor. Queen c7. Some cunning trap or just a Ponzi? You know, I like Ponzis. Knight d5, queen a5. No Ponzi for me, huh? Queen c3, queen d5. Line doesn't continue. All right. Not sure what my knight on h3 has lined up in terms of drop prospects, but maybe we don't need him. Horsey, you do the job. Then again, that leaves this guy. This guy's still on the board, which is not ideal. It's a hard knock game, chess. Cat take. Tactics. Viral video. Look, Jan won the queen in 2 moves. Someone cut this out and make it go viral. No? I don't know, man. How am I ever gonna become an Instagram influencer if I don't even have my own viral clips of winning queens? It's time to pull a Korchnoi on Victor Rocha. Excuse me, do you speak English? He says yes. Why don't you resign, sir? Rook g8, I could take this. I also started playing terribly ever since I complained about him not resigning, which is usually sort of a bad combination of things. I might have to think again, because now the position, okay, it should still be winning, but it's no longer clear, to be perfectly honest with myself and you people. Such an idiot, that guy. Okay, bishop b4 should help a bit. Rook b2. Hang on. Just as I said this, I stared at the position and I was wondering what I'd do after king g8. King e8 once again should help a bit. But yeah, something's gone a little wrong here, like mentally. I guess after 193 episodes of Banter Blitz, you guys have noticed that as well. But for me, it keeps being a shock that I can't hold a thought for more than 3 seconds. And I literally switch on my phone to look for something, and then the thought is gone. And I do something else on it. And Banter Blitz the same way. I'm trying to say something about chess and then, oh look! Dancing monkey. Boom. So apologies. I blame technology. What time is it? Let's play like 2 more games, cause I got to go. Maybe Darth Vader as a 3-man game. I think I can play 3 more games. Pawn Pusher is asking, is Jan reading this chat or just a Twitch chat? Just a Twitch chat. Kidding. I read the Chess24, the Twitch, the chessboard, the tea leaves. So much reading. We have one of these Rossolimos, the famous Rossolimo that Magnus Carlsen made great again during the World Championship match, and that nowadays is an established, or yeah, it's been an established mainline for a while. But I would say it's more popular than ever, on all levels, as we can see here, by Darth Vader, also catering to it. Do you exchange bishops here? I guess you do, no? Should be somewhat better for white, because generally in these positions this bishop is black's big problem, and although Darth Vader is offering me a draw here, I will brazenly continue the game and try to prove that this bishop does not have much when it comes to career prospects. As you can see, it doesn't really have a diagonal where it can get stuff done, so to be left with a knight against this bishop should be a good thing. And this pawn on c6, which can never go back to c7 for obvious chess reasons, makes it kind of tough to get this bishop a good diagonal, because if it could go back to c7, the bishop could go to b7 and have a clear view. But that's not how chess works. I don't want to exchange queens. Queen e3 or queen f2 felt a bit more to the point. Maybe I could have gone queen e1. I thought I should move my queen from the d file to avoid c5 to c4. Other than that, yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is. I guess just build up. Bishop a6 actually a good move, because now if I go king h2 as I was intending to, he might be able to play c4. dc queen d4, so I should go e5 to lock this queen away, but it's not exactly what I wanted. So f6, alright, bring pieces over, endgame should still be nice, and yeah, Darth Vader does not want an endgame, goes f5, fair enough. But now I have the situation under control, and the bishop locked up again. Locked up, I won't let him out. The question is, what's the next order of business? I should create some weaknesses in the black camp. Maybe like this. If he goes b5, this pawn could become a little vulnerable. If he doesn't go b5, I'll have the a file to work on. Actually, no reason to hurry too much. I'll go queen e3, just to keep an eye on c5 and to stop g5 for now. Whoa! Bishop d3. That's pronouncing how Darth Vader felt about the value of that bishop. Might be a decent move, but still hard to believe he has enough for the piece. Once again, I have not exactly been playing quickly, so the time has come to start maybe making moves a little more quickly, and I will brazenly reject his second draw offer as well. I don't know why, I'm really feeling myself today. Feeling myself. King g3, worst move in the position. Good enough to win, but really not a brilliant idea. Checkmate. Thanks for the game, Darth Vader. Alright, let's play 2 more games. And then get out of here. Because I mentioned, I have this play date. I have this new thing to sometimes spend time with my daughter when she's awake. Which I'm not sure. I've read different studies. Some say stay away. Some say, yeah, it's not a horrible idea to not always ignore your kid. But I'm not sure. I haven't really formed an opinion yet. And let's play Bioman. That must be a German guy. Germans are suckers for anything bio. You put bio on it, we will buy it. Bio shop, we'll buy that. Bio milk, we'll buy. Bio eggs, bought. Bio cheese, bought. Bio fuel, gimme. There's no punchline, it's just an observation. Was about as funny as any German stand-up comedy bit, because it's normally about bio. Are you there, Bionic Man? There you go, biography. You guys are adding the jokes. Buy your own stuff. Boom. I think that's a solid 5 minutes of material. You know the Germans? They like that bio stuff. Bio stores. Bio bananas. Biographies. Buy your own stuff. Bio double the price. Boom. Hilarious. Bioman's not there. Oh, let's play Patrick forever. And by forever, I mean 1 game. Patrick forever. Pre-move. Come on, guys. Somebody. Is there anybody out there? Patrick forever? We can't wait forever for Patrick. Sorry, Patrick. Okay. 1 more try. Or probably 18 more tries, but 1 more try now. And then 18 more if it doesn't work. Like Croco! Croco? Dutch Defender is asking, Jan, why do you never say Jadoop? I don't think that's much of a thing in online chess, no? There's no Jadoobing. Oh, the Caro-Kann. Queen e2. That's the move to play, because now we're threatening ED-CD, Queen b5 check. And boom, the pawn is gone. See? I have all the best openings on this show. d4 is a bit of a turn off after queen e2, but now we just pretend it's a King's Indian and play g3, bishop g2, d3, f4, put the knight on f2, and somehow checkmate crow. Victim of my mind is saying hello everyone. Hello victim of my mind. Gooch55555 is saying hello Jan, where have you been for 2 weeks? I've been in Amsterdam for not 2 weeks, 5-6 days. And before that, what have I been doing? I've been doing commentary on this. What was the last tournament? It's hard to keep track. Paris? On the Paris Grand Chess Tour in the lovely language as German. And I guess around that I've mainly been doing German Banter Blitzes, or Geschwätzblitzes, as I like to call them. So there's that if we're talking Banter Blitz front. Other than that, I've been around. New season of opening clinic running. But yeah, I've been to the Levitov Chess Week in Amsterdam, so I was out of here for a couple of days. As for the position, Kroko made very sensible moves. Not sure I did. And yeah, my knight on d1 is currently not the best piece on the board. But of course, things can change. Do you want to castle queenside Kroko? Let's just put some feelers out there. In case, because queen c7 is sort of indicating he wants to go that way. Then I should be ready to give him a warm welcome. The problem is now if he castles kingside, my c3 won't fit very well with all my other cruel intentions. So I don't like my position all that much. But what's done is done. That should maybe also be the motto of Yanistan. What's Yanistan? Kroko has been playing well. I finally lost patience and went g4 to break this pin. The drawback, of course, being that now I can no longer go f4, e takes f, g takes f. So, yeah, he's playing well. Well, I still have this somewhat silly horsey on d1. I guess black shouldn't take, but just go bishop f8 to some move. He does take. Now ef or gf, both sort of tempting, but ef giving his bishop a clean view, now preparing g5. Looks like too good to pass up. I think black has to play e4. To somewhat try to activate, but I don't see what he should do after d takes e4. Maybe some e4, de, c4, just to mix it. Knight e5, can I go f4, d3, queen f2, knight c4, maybe. Doesn't scare me all that much. Could also go d3, queen e3. Currently I want to go d3, queen f2, knight c4, e5, just go for the piece. Kroko sees what's coming. Yeah, I guess we should just go for it. Knight c4, e5, bishop e5, f rook e5. That's a bit hard to believe. Black has enough there. Knight g4, I had a feeling this could happen, but I didn't really see the point. It's just one check. Croco. Is your username based on that Pixar movie Coco? And you thought you should just throw an R in there? Because you felt it would be better as an R-rated movie? And a far-fetched theory, I guess. It's just short for crocodile. Anyway, thanks for the game, Croco. And last game du jour. Who can we play? Where my minis at? Hey, this guy, Doppelangriff. Which means double attack. Not a very nice thing to do, to attack two things at the same time. But whatever floats your boat. Doppelboy. Bishop d2 or knight b2 are two main lines, both playable. Here, yeah, white is supposed to be a little better because he controls that thing that in the business we like to call the center of the board. But of course we've only just begun. Not sure what the move is here. Maybe just b something, b3, b4. Maybe b4 was a bit more to the point. To control the c5 square. Okay, this also can't be too terrible. c2, e2. Oh, so we want to play b4. Rook e8 makes sense, so after b4 he can take knight e6, knight f5, bishop f8. Maybe I'll wait a bit with my b4 plans. Try to put the queen here, maybe the rook here, and some more checkmate. Queen has assumed her rightful position. h3, f3, none of the above. Probably h3 is more in line with my setup. He'll go bishop d7. Should I go f4? King h1, b4. So many options. Still looks like my position is a bit better, but black has done nothing out of line. Therefore, still work to break through. d5, speaking of out of line. Right. He wants to buy his way out at the cost of a pawn, which is actually not stupid. If he goes knight e4 here. If he doesn't, I take everything back. But knight e4 looks like a reasonable idea. Knight h5 I don't like one bit. I think he really had to give the pawn there. Play knight e4 and then hope for compensation, because now my attack will just roll. Wondering what the best order is. g4 followed by f5 or the direct f5. f5, bishop h6, fg, fg. Oh. King h8, e6, fe, f6 would be sort of typical. Let's do it. I'm not sure if this is the best there was, because he has e5 actually, which I missed. Then after fg, bishop g7. Game very much continues, so I should look for something better. Let me take. Knight e6, can you do that? Okay, no time to muse about the consequences anymore. So just time to speed up a little bit. Queen e5, bishop g7, f8, knight f8, there's still no mate. Very upsetting. Must be some mate, no? I don't see it. Now, I believe I have more pieces here. Double angle for resigns. Yeah, no. Here it felt like there must be some direct mate, but I couldn't spot it. Here, he can go king g7, where once again I didn't see a mate, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Queen e5, king h6, and something bad should happen to Doppelboy. Yeah, maybe some g, some f8. Something like this has to be made, no? Eventually. Anyway, thanks for the game. That was fun. That's it for today. Thank you guys for watching the show. Apologies for all the apologizing, for the rambling, for, you know, the slow deterioration of my mind and my inability to hold a thought for 1 minute. But I'm assuming you guys have been witnessing that process over the years, and it's just a logical conclusion. Therefore, I'm not going to apologize too strongly. As for Chess24 Land, yeah, check out my opening clinic, which I will upload right here, right now. Some good questions in Season 24, Episode 2. Starting tomorrow, I'll be doing commentary on the Grand Chess Tour in the lovely language that is German. But of course, there will be commentary in all the languages. I believe that trusted St. Louis team will do the English commentary, and the Chess24 guys will be doing French, or will be doing in French? I think we'll be doing Spanish and German, possibly French as well. So there will be talk. Magnus is playing. For those of you that speak German, please join us. Grandmaster Robert Rabiga is coming all the way from Berlin, and he always gives me a hard time, Robert, but I believe it will be a fun show for everybody. So check that out. Starts tomorrow, whenever it starts, like 8 p.m. somewhere there. Other than that, yeah, check out all the great video series on Chess24. Bunch of new stuff up there by our French friends, Romain Edouard, with not only a good French defense repertoire. See how hard it is for me to say a good French defense repertoire, but I did it. But also some endgame knowledge, the Dorfman series people like. There's stuff out there. Go to chess24.com/learn. Have a look around. And before I melt, I will end this plug by switching off the show. See you.